What's up, guys? Welcome back to another 410 Gaming Destiny 2 video. Season of the Arrival came out today, and with it came a new public event on IO. This will be one of your main sources for the new Umbral Engram, and there are two different versions of this public event, a normal and a heroic. The heroic is significantly harder than the normal one. It is at 1040, so the enemies will pretty much one-shot you, so you're going to need a good coordinated team to get in there and knock this out. I'm going to go ahead and give you all the best tips and strategies that I have learned today by doing this multiple times to make this event heroic and how to beat that boss so you can get your precious loot, okay? So go ahead and watch this video. If you found it helpful in any way, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content. We're going to be bringing it to you all week long. So let's dive right in, and I'm going to show you what's up. So your main focus in this public event is going to be killing enemies. These enemies are going to drop motes, just like in Gambit. You're going to have to run around, pick them up, and run back to the bank in the middle and deposit those motes. The amount of motes that you deposit doesn't really make a difference. There's no advantage to stacking 5s or 10s. 10 is the max, so you just want to go out there with your fire team, slay out as many ads, and deposit those as quickly as possible. You might want to dedicate some roles, have someone that's a slayer, have someone that's a collector. It doesn't really seem to be that important, but you're definitely going to want to have some team coordination when killing ads and banking those motes. There are two different ways to fill your bank to 100, and you want to get that filled as quickly as possible. You can deposit motes, and there's also blooms. Blooms will come on the field once a round, and they'll be guarded by a champion. When those blooms spawn into the event, there's going to be an alarm that goes off. You're going to want to look up at the pyramid that spawns right above this public event, and there's going to be a beam of light that shoots out of it. You're going to find that beam of light and follow it to the bloom. These blooms are going to be guarded by a group of ads with one champion. Once you kill the ads and the champion, you're going to be able to pick up that bloom and go deposit it into the bank. If you don't kill the champion in time, he will actually steal the bloom, and then you're going to have to seek him out and kill him in order to get that bloom back. If you don't get the bloom back and the champion makes away with it, this event will not go heroic, so you're going to have to chase him down, find that bloom as quickly as possible. As soon as you hear that siren go off, it's extremely important you get eyes on the bloom and go seek it out so you can get that in the bank. Champions will also charge your bank during this encounter, and they're going to shut your mote down so you can't deposit and also steal your motes. So you're going to have to make sure that you call that out to your teammates and get some shots on him and stop him from stealing your motes. The last thing you want to do is get really close to starting the next round or getting the boss to spawn in and realize all your motes have been stolen. Once your bank is full, Taken will spawn, and you will have to clear them out as quickly as possible to spawn the next round. If you don't kill those Taken in time, the next round won't spawn in, and you'll have to start all over again. So make sure you get in there. My team found that was a great time to use supers. I was popping a tether. We had Dawn Blades. We had Storm Trances. All types of things were going off in those rounds. Just get those taken out of there as quickly as possible and generate some orbs for your team. It's definitely a good idea to get some orbs going so you can really chain those supers back to back. Make sure you have those for each round. Once you've killed these Taken, the next round will spawn. You have to repeat this process through the 4 tiers of banking motes, getting the blooms, and killing the Taken. Once you've done all of those phases, the boss is going to spawn in. This boss fight is the hardest part of the encounter because, like I said before, all the enemies are 1040. It is very difficult to get in there and kill that boss. Because he's definitely going to one-shot you. If you get in there with a sword, he's going to stomp you. So you just want to make sure that you and your team are really working together to get damage on him. I was running Divinity in this build. We had a couple guys with swords and some grenade launchers, and you can really just chunk that damage down as quickly as possible. Once you've dealt 1/3 damage to the boss, he will get a shield, and you won't be able to kill him anymore. He will go immune, and a blight is going to spawn in somewhere in the map. You're going to have to go find that blight. It is protected by a Taken ogre and a bunch of shielded enemies. So you want to get in there, kill those enemies as quickly as possible, jump in that blight bubble, shoot it down, and then the boss's shield will go down. You'll be able to do damage to him again, another third, and then you're going to repeat this process one more time, and then you'll be able to kill the boss. A couple tips that we found out that really helped our fire team in this is making sure that we had a bunch of different roaming supers. A well or a bubble would help too, especially when damaging the boss. There will be 3 types of champions, so make sure that you have Overload, Barrier, and Unstoppable. That way you can get those champions down as quickly as possible. Since it is early in the season and those mods are linked to the artifact, if you don't have those, slap on a bunch of swords and you can pretty much take those champions down right away. You just have to make sure that you're getting in there with your team, coordinating when you're going to attack, and just get in there and down those champions right away. So that's pretty much it, guys. This event is pretty difficult, but like I said before, if you and your fire team are on point, you're chaining supers, making sure you're taking down champions, communicating when those blooms are coming in, and banking as many motes as possible, you should have no problem, and you should be getting your Umbral Engrams as quickly as possible. So if you have any questions, like I said before, go ahead and post those in the comments. I hope you found this helpful. We will be putting out Destiny content all week. The dungeon, how the new artifact works, and the system behind those Umbral Engrams, because you can re-roll those Engrams. Decon is putting out a video on those today, so make sure you go and check that out. Thank you again for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.